My name is Cempaka Kamal Mastura binti Muhammad Faizal.
My name is Nur Alia Natasha.
And my name is Diana Balkis.
And we are from Group 14 for Falsafah dan Isu Semasa. The topic of research that we chose is awareness regarding social entrepreneurship among youth. Without further ado, let's start. Now, social entrepreneurship identifies social needs and finds better ways to meet them, driven by passion beyond profit. Unlike traditional entrepreneurship, social entrepreneurship mixes social goals with business and is still growing academically. Social entrepreneurs are problem solvers tackling issues traditional institutions can't in areas like health, education, and human rights. They act as change agents, turning social issues into opportunities using vision, resourcefulness, and business strategies. Now, for the problem statement, social entrepreneurship in Malaysia struggles with low public awareness, making it hard to gain support. Balancing profit and social goals, the double bottom line is tough, leading to mission drift, where profit can overtake social aims. Funding, resources, and networks access are also limited, especially early on, hindering growth and sustainability. Now, the objectives for our research are: first, to assess the level of public awareness regarding social entrepreneurship. Second, to investigate the most significant barriers faced by social entrepreneurs in Malaysia, and we are focusing on university students in UTP. And the third one is to propose strategies for enhancing public awareness and participation in social entrepreneurship initiatives. Now, the methodology. We use a survey-based quantitative study on student views of social entrepreneurship, focused on students' awareness, involvement, and challenges. We use a structured, close-ended questionnaire on topics like funding, government support, and key skills. We allowed quantitative analysis of trends across different demographics, and we also followed ethical standards. We informed participants, assured confidentiality, and voluntary participation. For the significance of study, with Malaysia's issues like poverty, unemployment, and environmental challenges, studying social entrepreneurship among UTP students is vital. Universities play a key role in building values, skills, and ethics in future social entrepreneurs. UTP students can lead projects that aid undeserved communities and promote sustainability, supporting Malaysia's development goals and inspiring future changemakers. That's why we chose to choose this topic. Now, move on to literature review. I will pass on to Alia.
Okay, so right now I will continue with literature review from what we found during our research on social entrepreneurship. So we will touch on the differences between business entrepreneurship and social entrepreneurship. The main difference between social entrepreneurs and business entrepreneurs is what motivates them and what goals do they wish to achieve. So first comparison is goals. Business entrepreneurship focus on generating profit and building wealth. Sometimes in the pursuit of profit, the environmental impact is not the thing that they will focus on. Whereas for social entrepreneurship, they focus on solving social or environmental problems. They are not doing it to make money, they are doing it to make a difference. Social entrepreneurs prioritize creating positive change. While they may run business that generate profit, this isn't their primary aim. What they see instead is financial gain used as a means to keep their project going. Second comparison that we have here is profit. For both types of entrepreneurs, profit is important, but in different ways. Business entrepreneurship, the profit is as the marker of success. It is to sustain their lifestyle and their business. Whereas for social entrepreneurship, profitability is important too, but for different reasons. It's for sustainability. They need to make enough money to keep their venture alive so that they can continue serving their communities and to ensure their social mission can succeed in the long term. Third, we have success measurements. For business entrepreneurship, they measure their success through financial metrics like profits, growth, return on investment, and etc. Whereas for social entrepreneurship, they success in more holistic way. They not just look at the profit, they look at the social impact they are making. And another comparison that we can say here is wealth. Business entrepreneurship, their wealth is equals to financial gain, profit, assets, revenue. Whereas for social entrepreneurship, wealth goes beyond money. It includes the value they create for society, whether improving lives, protecting the environment. Their focus is on generating lasting value for the greater goods, not just for themselves or their shareholders. One cannot talk about social entrepreneurship without acknowledging the father of microcredit, Professor Muhammad Yunus. In 1976, he founded Grameen Bank to offer small loans to poor women in Bangladesh, helping them escape poverty. Traditional banks wouldn't lend to the poorest, seeing them as unbankable without collateral, which forced many to rely on high-interest moneylenders or even begging. Yunus changed this by building a system based on trust and community support instead of collateral. He believed that by giving fair loans to the poor, millions of small people could create big social change. By 2009, Grameen Bank had 7.86 million borrowers and reached nearly every village in Bangladesh. This showed how fair access to credit could break the cycle of poverty and lead to lasting progress. Another one that we will say from our literature review is about social entrepreneurship in Malaysia. Social entrepreneurship in Malaysia is still in its early stages, making up only about 0.2% of the country's more than 9 million businesses. Despite the government support, this sector is less developed compared to cooperatives and other business ecosystems. The slow growth of social entrepreneurship may cause Malaysia to miss out on innovative solutions for pressing social issues. Although this concept is still little developed, interest in social and environmental problems increased in recent years. Malaysian government has introduced National Social Enterprise Blueprint in 2015, which outlines strategies for fostering social entrepreneurship, focusing on its potential to create both positive social changes and sustainable profit. In addition to the blueprint, the government launched programs like MAGIC and Massive that provides financial assistance and support social businesses. In Malaysia, social entrepreneurship has been growing recently, helping with problems like poverty, education, health, and the environment. This growth is happening because more people care about these issues. There's more money and resources available, and technology is improving. Social entrepreneurship offers a way to create positive change and support sustainable economic growth. Next, I will pass the floor to my friend Diana.
Next is the finding and discussion. So, the first is the gender. So 37 students has responded to our survey. 56.5% were female and 43.2% were male. This suggests higher interest or awareness of social entrepreneurship among female students. UTP can use this insight to encourage more male students to get involved in social entrepreneurship. Next is the age. So 67.6% of respondents were aged 18 to 20, 29.7% were aged 21 to 23, and 2.7% were 27 or older. This indicates that younger students are more engaged in social entrepreneurship, and also older students may have less interest or fewer opportunities. Next is race. So 62.2% of respondents were Malay, 18.9% were Chinese, 16.2% were Indian, and lastly, 2.7% were Pajau. This diverse ethnic background provide insights into different views on social entrepreneurship. High Malay participation suggests UTP should develop inclusive programs for all ethnic groups. The first question from our survey is how familiar are you with the concept of social entrepreneurship? So 62.2% are somewhat familiar with social entrepreneurship, showing basic awareness but limited understanding. 27% are not very familiar, suggesting a need for more awareness initiatives. 8.1% are very familiar, showing strong knowledge among a small group, and 2.7% has never heard of it, indicating some students are completely unfamiliar. This finding highlights the need for more education and outreach on social entrepreneurship at UTP. Next question is, do you think there is sufficient collaboration between social enterprises and local governments? So 35.1% think there isn't enough collaboration between social enterprises and local governments. 32.4% are unsure, likely due to a lack of information about these partnerships. 29.7% agree, and 2.7% strongly agree, seeing some positive examples, but they are in the minority. Overall, more visible and effective partnerships are needed to meet students' expectations. Next is, what are the key barriers that you think social entrepreneurs face in implementing sustainable solutions? 89.2% say lack of funding is the biggest challenge. 70.3% think lack of community support is a big issue. 32.4% feel there isn't enough government support, and 5.4% students find measuring social impact difficult. Next is, how often do you participate in initiatives that promote social entrepreneurship? So we see that 56.8% occasionally join social entrepreneurship initiatives showing interest but inconsistent involvement. 32.4% rarely participates, likely due to limited access or awareness. 5.4% never join, indicating low interest or connection, and another 5.4% frequently participate, representing a dedicated group. Overall, more regular opportunities and awareness could encourage consistent student involvement in social entrepreneurship at UTP. Next is, what role do you think education plays in success of social entrepreneurship? So 73% think education is important for social entrepreneurship success. 21.6% find education helpful but not essential. 2.7% is neutral, and another 2.7% thinks experience matter more than education. Most students value education, so UTP should provide more learning opportunities. Next is, which of the following skills do you think are most important for social entrepreneurs to develop in their communities? So 89.2% say marketing and communication are the most important skills. 73% think financial management is key. 29.7% believe leadership skills matter. 6.2% say technical skills are important, and another 16.2% think measuring social impact is useful. Next is, how important is social entrepreneurs to have partnership with established businesses? So 75.7% think partnership with established businesses are very important. 8.5% believe partnership are important but not essential, and 10.8% think partnerships are somewhat important and prefer more independence. Most students support partnership, but some are concerned about being too reliant on big businesses. Next is, to what extent do you believe technology can enhance the impact of social entrepreneurship? So 83.8% think technology can greatly improve social entrepreneurship. 8.1% see technology as somewhat helpful but not always necessary. 2.7% is neutral with no strong opinion, and another 2.7% feel technology doesn't help much or at all, possibly due to limitations. Most students believe technology is important, but a few things its impact depend on the situation. Next is, how important do you think sustainability is in social entrepreneurship? 8.4% think sustainability is very important for social entrepreneurship. 10.8% believe sustainability is important but not always top priority, and 8.1% are neutral, or 5% think this technology can greatly improve social entrepreneurship. 8.1% see technology as somewhat helpful but not always necessary. 2.7% is neutral with no strong opinion, and another 2.7% feel technology doesn't help much or at all, possibly due to limitations. Most students believe technology is important, but a few things its impact depend on the situation. Next is, how important do you think sustainability is in social entrepreneurship? So 78.4% think sustainability is very important for social entrepreneurship. 10.8% believe sustainability is important but not always a top priority. 8.1% are neutral or unsure, and another 2.7% think sustainability is not important. Most students see sustainability as key, but a few prioritize other factors. Next is, how likely are you to support a social enterprise in your community if it aligns with sustainability and empowerment? So 56.8% are likely to support social enterprises focused on sustainability and empowerment. 40.5% are likely to support but may consider other factors, and another 2.7% are very unlikely to support. Overall, most students support social enterprises with a focus on sustainability and empowerment, showing growing interest in social and environmental change. Next is, how willing are you to participate in programs designed to promote social entrepreneurship in your community? So 54.1% are very willing to join social entrepreneurship programs. 27% are willing but need more details. 16.2% are neutral and may need more awareness, and another 2.7% are very unwilling to join. Overall, strong interest exists and more info can increase engagement. Next is, what is the primary motivation behind social entrepreneurship in your view? So 45.9% think environmental sustainability is the most important motivation. 29.7% focus on social impact, helping communities. 18.9% care about economic growth through job creation, and 5.4% are motivated by political change. Most students value environmental sustainability. Next is, how successful do you think social enterprises are in achieving long-term financial stability? So 73% believe social enterprises are very successful at staying financially stable. 16.2% think they are somewhat successful but may face challenges, and 10.8% consider them successful but are unsure about long-term stability. Overall, most students are confident in the financial success of social enterprises. And lastly, is, in your opinion, what are the most effective ways for social enterprises to empower communities and promote sustainability? So first is the education and skills. Students think training in entrepreneurship and sustainability help communities. Mentorship and school programs were also suggested. The second one is social media, which is platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and X can raise awareness. And lastly, support from local government and community support are seen as key, like CSR partnership can also help. Next, I will pass the floor to Chempaka for the conclusion.
So to conclude our study, the study found that although many university students at UTP are aware of social entrepreneurship, few fully understand how it works. Many students believe collaborations between social entrepreneurs and established businesses are valuable, though some feel it's important to maintain independence without relying too much on outside help. Overall, the study suggests a need for more comprehensive education and stronger support systems to foster social entrepreneurships at UTP. For the limitations of our study, the main limitation for this research is the small sample size of 37 participants, which may not fully reflect the variety of views in a larger community. A larger sample could provide more diverse and reliable insights into students' experiences with social entrepreneurship. Now, to address the problems, UTP should actively promote social entrepreneurship through student-led programs that combine theoretical knowledge with practical experience, such as workshops, guest lectures from successful entrepreneurs, and mentorship programs. They could raise awareness through marketing campaigns that showcase successes and have partnerships with local governments and NGOs. So that's it for our presentation today. We hope you enjoyed our presentation about social entrepreneurship, and thank you.